My name is Carol, and welcome to Sunset Salon. We are located in a small town, but that just means we have quite an assortment of colorful characters and interesting things going on. We're generally a bunch of decent folks, but we are never hurting for entertainment or drama. Let me introduce you to my crew. First there's Lee, and he is my head barber. Pretty good, huh? He's been with me since I opened the salon 9 years ago, and he's my raging Cajun. Oops, did I say that? I'm kidding, of course, because I'm happily married to my wonderful husband, Tom, and we have a teenage son named Ben. Anyway, I like to joke around sometimes, but still, he is a good-looking Cajun man, don't you think? And then we have the new guy, Ryan. He's very popular because he knows all the new hairstyles popping with the kids these days. I think he might lead an alternative lifestyle. But that's okay. We're very tolerant of all types here. Even though Nodland Bluffs is kind of far from the big city, we still embrace diversity, you know. And then there's Lily, and she is just so beautiful and talented, and she doesn't even know it. But seriously, she's super sweet. She's been with me for going on 2 years, and everyone just loves her to death. Last but not least, we have Evelyn. She worked at some fancy pants salon in the city before she came back to her hometown 4 years ago, and she just loves it. Now she's like part of the family, and we really are like a family. A crazy and dysfunctional family, but that's just how we cut it at Sunset Salon. Welcome to another rainbow day.
Hey, right on time. Thank you. Come on in.
Hey, what's this all about?
They're making a reality show about the salon.
Oh, I don't know what that means. Just so long as it doesn't interrupt my game shows.
Well, I don't think it will. I wouldn't worry about it. Just ignore them.
Okay.
All right, you know the routine right over here. All right. The usual cut, Mr. Gower?
Yes, Luigi. Just a little off the top, but don't take any off the sides. I don't have any more to give.
Very funny. So, how you doing, Harvey? The grandkids still wearing you out?
Well, not as much as they used to. KJ's a senior in high school now. In fact, he goes to school with Carol's son, Ben. Don't see him as much as I used to since Kyle moved the family up to the hills.
Yeah, good for him, I guess. Yeah, why don't you go up to the hills? You can afford it. I mean, if your son can, why can't you?
Nah, I thought about it, but it's just not my style. I like my old house. I got it all set up just for me. I got a pedal-operated bidet, for crying out loud. And between you and me, I don't want to be any closer to Kyle's overbearing wife.
Yeah.
The hills. I don't want to deal with that kind of crap.
So, the hills is the subdivision where the more well-off people live. It's located, well, up in the hills. That's such a cliche, no? And most everyone else lives in Mara Manor, or, well, at the bottom of the hills, or in town, as it's known. Well, anyway, Mr. Gower used to own this building and several others. He was what you call a real estate mogul. Did a lot of his own rehab work. He was a tough, old-school business type, and then he lost his arms in a car accident. He used to be a heavy drinker. And the rumor is he had a few too many one night and slid off the road during an ice storm. He was laid up long enough for the gangrene to set in, and they had to amputate. He's been like that for 5 years now. He's a tough, stubborn old man, and I respect him. But he has a son, Kyle, who's a local builder, took after the old man, and amassed a nice little fortune himself, which is good because his bitch of a wife is always flaunting their money. And they have a son, KJ. Anyway, most people don't like him. They get freaked out by the lack of limbs. Well, I like Harvey. I've been cutting his hair for years, and it's always an experience.
So I have a little nest egg. I worked hard all my life. And I did it because I liked it. And I was good at what I did. I didn't do it so I could move up to some fancy neighborhood full of empty McMansions paid for with overextended credit. Yeah, I used to own this little strip mall here, and a few other buildings around town too, but I've sold most of it off. Retired from property management. My son Kyle, he owns some of it now, but he's really a developer. You know, since I lost my arms, I can't really work like I used to. But hey, nobody works around here anyway, so I fit right in. Ha! When I grew up, you worked in a factory or you farmed. Either way, it was hard. Now, I just putz around the house dictating my next great, well, first great novel. You know, this tape recorder here, I got at the Salvation Army. I've got a foot switch so I can turn it on and off. I can't really cook anymore, so I got on the Haas damn near every night. It's my one vice. But they know how to cut my steak, and they always have a nice extra long straw for me. I don't want to impose on my son, Kyle, or his family, so I have a caregiver, Patricia. She comes to the house every day to take care of me. I'm sure she's getting sick of bathing my wrinkly old you-know-what. But I pay her decent, and she never complains. I know it costs her a fortune to keep up her license and insurance, so I slip a little something under the table for her. Well, you better strike that. I don't want to get her into any trouble. Speaking of which, my daughter-in-law is an evil bitch. She can't wait for me to die so she can spend my money. But I won't give her the satisfaction. Not yet, anyway. Not till I see my grandson Kyle Jr. through college, if he goes. He's a smart kid. He's got potential, but he doesn't always make the best decisions. My son Kyle Sr. is too wrapped up in his job and keeping the evil bitch in the house in the hills to spend enough time with Kyle Jr. I know Kyle Jr. is an instigator, but I think he'll outgrow it. I don't see too much of him anymore, but can you blame him? I mean, who wants to spend time with a crusty old man who can't even wipe his own ass? I mean, I wouldn't at his age, or at any age for that matter.
Morning, Lee. Hi, Mr. Gower.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Good. My best brush isn't here. Has anyone seen it? I left it right here last night. My favorite combs, too. My edger, too. Is someone playing a trick? Ryan, come on out and give me my stuff back. Come on.
Ryan's not even here yet. And he left last night before you, so I doubt he's playing a trick. Evelyn, have you seen Lily's brush and edger?
I haven't seen any of Lily's stuff.
I know I left it right here last night. Wait, my makeup bag isn't here either.
What the heck happened?
What?
Look at this towel. It's all ripped up.
That's weird.
This is strange.
Did somebody steal your stuff?
It doesn't appear that there's been a break-in. I mean, who would do something like this?
You know that back door, does that still stick? You know, maybe somebody just got in.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm so late. I'm so sorry. My car wouldn't start this morning, but I'm going to get a new one, and this will never happen again. I promise. What is everyone looking at?
Some of Lily's stuff was stolen and broken. Do you know anything about it?
No. No. When I left last night, she was arranging her stuff right there, very OCD, as usual. What is this? It looks like someone put this towel through a shredder. What is this flaky stuff? Is this some sort of product? Lee? Is this one of your practical jokes?
No, of course not. It's not even funny.
Why is everyone looking at me?
I'll bet Evelyn had something to do with this. She is so jealous of Lily because of her looks and her skill as a colorist and her looks. And you know what? I don't even trust Evelyn that much. And I'm pretty sure she is a kleptomaniac.
I know Evelyn has had some issues in her past, like forgetting to pay for things at the store. But I don't think she did this. I mean, why would she steal from Lily? What does she have to gain?
I think the little bitch did it herself. She likes to act all shy and demure, but she secretly loves to be the center of attention. She probably sabotaged herself.
The back door is fine. I mean, who would do something like this?
Don't look at me. I don't need a hairbrush. I don't even have any arms.
I better look around and see if anything else is missing. Nothing else appears to be out of the ordinary. Who would do something like this?
I have no idea. A customer, maybe when I wasn't looking?
A customer? Right. An employee? Maybe. I mean, nothing like this has ever happened. I mean, sure, some employees have stolen some stuff in the past. I mean, that's to be expected in business, right? I guess I assume that everybody's going to steal from me at some time or another, and my job is to catch them. But this team I have right now, they're trustworthy. I don't get this. Customer, that's strange.
Wasn't Brett Neal here yesterday doing a free range? Maybe he was just pretending to make an appointment so he could steal some combs to manage that lion's mane of his.
No. Oh, but it was Jimmy Warren. Oh, come on, you know he's obsessed with Brett and his lion's mane and other parts of him.
Brett? I don't think so. But it could have been Glenn, or Brad, or any one of the guys who've been hitting on me.
Ooh, what about Chad? What if it was Chad?
No way. He's kind of slimy.
Yeah, look at you, douche. Oh, come on, that kid is such a douchebag, and you know it.
They don't seem to be taking this very seriously. Ryan, watch your mouth. This is serious. Lily, how many secret admirers do you have anyway?
None that are really a secret, but plenty of non-secret admirers. Some who probably shouldn't be mentioned. Wait, are you saying you think some creepy stalker broke in and stole my personal things?
I wouldn't rule it out.
I don't get it. What's going on in the world today? What happened to the good old days? When people just stole cash because they were poor and desperate. This kind of thing just didn't happen in my day. At least not without a crap storm.
Well, it happens now.
Well, that's a good story, Grandpa.
Okay, Mr. Gower, you are all set.
Luigi, great cut as usual. Thank you. Tell you what, give yourself a double spot. You know where my wallet is.
Thank you, Harvey.
I like cutting Harvey. He's my most generous tipper.
You're very kind to me.
Hey, we gotta take care of each other, you know? We're from a different era.
Oh, well, you take care, Mr. Gower.
Good afternoon.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mr. Gower. Have a rainbow day. Damn it. I'm gonna have to call the police, and they're probably gonna want to make out some sort of report. I can't risk losing my licensing. Don't touch anything.
Here we go already. I hope this reality show nonsense is not going to be a distraction.
Leave everything the way it is until someone comes and takes a look at this crime scene, I guess you'd call it. Honestly, I don't know what happened to Lily's stuff. I mean, seriously, if someone was stealing, there's more valuable things in the salon to steal than that. There's the TV, there's the computer. Hell, there's the cash register. I mean, why steal the weird stuff? I don't know, maybe she did misplace it. Or maybe there is some stalker freak who's making a voodoo sex doll out of her personal belongings. Hell, I don't know. I'm gonna let the police figure it out. But if this turns out to be a prank, I'm gonna be pissed. I mean, the stuff isn't valuable, but I mean, it's just disruptive to my business. I mean, I have enough problems running this place without this crap.
I really don't know what this is about. If this is a prank, it's just stupid. If someone stole the stuff to sell, it's not worth much. If someone like Evelyn had a grudge or something and wanted to get back at me for something, I sure don't know what I did. Maybe it was one of these local goons that keeps asking me out, but why? I don't get it. And it creeps me out a little bit. I have just about had enough of these small town people. Well, people in general, I guess.
The world's going to 7. It's not what it used to be.